What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to part 23 of our Pokemon Unbreakable Ties walkthrough. In the previous video, we continued playing as Ida. We ended up battling Commander Majim, which was one of the toughest fights we've had in the game so far. Commander Majim mega evolved her Survivor, so we really had our work cut out for us. And in today's episode, we're continuing as our normal self. We're playing as our character now, and we're making our way to Lugano City. It's been a very long route. There's been tons to explore and a whole bunch of awesome Pokemon that we have encountered and caught along the way. This is a great area to train up some of the Pokemon on your team or any new additions that you have added. It is a really large area and there's some high-level Pokemon to battle over here. So you might want to take a bit of time to really train up your Pokemon and get everyone up to date and strong before moving on. We just picked up a little dusk stone here, but it looks like we're almost at Lugano City. We've just reached a bridge, and I believe Lugano City again is a massive city, so I'm sure there's going to be at least 2 or 3 episodes taking place here. There's going to be a ton to explore. I believe Lugano City is also divided into like different areas: north, south, west, east, and central. So it's definitely going to take us a couple videos, but I'm super excited to see what it's like and what all awaits for us. There's bound to be some awesome side quests and some tough battles, so I can't wait. And it looks like we've made it. Here is the end of Route 18, and we are at the entrance of Lugano City. I am also curious to see who we bump into. Ida should be here. I wonder what other characters we're going to bump into. And here we've just made it. Welcome to Lugano City. We're entering in Lugano West. And as we've entered, there's a reporter here and the gallery owner. So it looks like they're busy filming him. Something definitely took place here. And apparently the art gallery owner says one of his art pieces is at risk of being taken by the royal family, and he really needs someone to help him. And the gallery owner says his name is Lorenzo, and he heard that we helped out in Cardinal City with the museum incident. So he asks for our help and asks if there's any way that we can help his art gallery and protect the artwork. Apparently it is a piece that his daughter made that the royal family wants. So we do agree to it because we might get some valuable information from this. And it looks like we've just reached an ice cream shop, so that should be quite interesting. Outside it looks like there's a Vanillite, the ice cream looking Pokemon. So let's go inside and see what flavor ice cream they have. And also chat to everyone. There's bound to be some items to pick up. And here are all the flavors: vanilla, chocolate, lemon, strawberry, and mint. Which of those flavors is your favorite? I'm very curious to hear. Drop us a comment down below. One of my favorite flavors is definitely choc mint. It's always been one of my favorites since I was a little kid. And we just picked up some strawberry ice cream in the trash can, so we got some for free there. Although I don't know how good it would be after being in the trash. But let's continue exploring. We want to try and find everything here in Lugano West. I think we should try do this area by area because we are going to get a bit lost and mixed up with where everything is. And here it looks like there's Lugano Hospital. There are a few bikers cruising around here. I believe you can battle some of them. And there's some passed out dude on the sidewalk here. It looks like he's had better days. But yeah, like I said, I think we should just explore each area separately. So let's start off with Lugano West and try and explore everything thoroughly before moving on to the next area. And that will hopefully help us remember where we've been and where everything is. Because when these cities are this big, it gets a bit confusing to try remember where each building is and where we're supposed to go. But that was the ground floor of the hospital. We've just gone up another floor. We picked up a few items, and here we've found Brenda. So I wonder why she's here at the hospital. I remember we battled her as Derek when we were escaping the prison, but I don't think we have met her as our character. This is the first time. And apparently Agapito, the other lieutenant that we battled, is in the hospital here. So she's busy waiting for him to recover, and she asks if we would get 6 donuts for him. Apparently it's his favorite thing to eat. So she suggests that we go to the cafeteria to go pick up these 6 donuts and try help her, which is pretty strange. I don't know why we're trying to help her if she works for the royal family, but we don't seem to know that she does work for the royal family yet. So I guess we'll pick up these donuts and just see if we can get any other information. Being friends with them might turn out to be helpful in getting information at first. We can kind of be like a spy. Be friends with them, get some donuts, and try find out what their next moves are. But now we've gone up to the next floor. Let's see what everyone else is doing here. Looks like there's just a whole bunch of patients ready, waiting to see doctors. So nothing too exciting. We found a fresh water in the bin, but I think we should go try find this cafeteria and go pick up the donuts for Brenda. That's one little side quest that we can work on. And we've made it now to the rooftop, which looks really cool. So I wasn't expecting that. And this little nurse wants to battle. We did battle her and got a max revive for winning. And we also picked up a cool TM. So it's worthwhile making your way to the rooftop, get a little battle in, get some experience, and come fetch the TM. But that's it for the hospital. Looks like we've cleared this one. Let's see what else we can find in Lugano West. Here we have just entered like a work office / hotel area, I think. So it looks pretty interesting. We'll see what there is to do here and if there's any characters to engage with. Okay, we've come upstairs and it looks like everyone's just chilling. There's a few people on their laptops. We've picked up a fresh water. And here we've just chatted to the boss of this company. And someone gave us a soul battery, so that's pretty cool. It looks like there is one more person here sitting. We can just have a quick chat too, but otherwise not too much going on here. We have checked this little area off Lugano West. Let's see what else there is to do. We still haven't gone south of Lugano West, so there's bound to be a couple more buildings and things to explore down there. But the city does look incredible. It looks beautiful. I really love how the design looks for Lugano City. The creator's done a phenomenal job. And here we've entered another little company similar to the previous one. So let's see if there's anything different going on here. Okay, again, just a couple scientists, it looks like, working on the computer, and a whole bunch of Ditto here. So that's quite strange. Maybe they're doing some kind of experiment with Ditto, or this company really likes Ditto for some reason. Let's see what everyone else says here. Okay, it looks like they're doing a whole bunch of science experiments. It looks quite intricate. But again, nothing of interest to us. We spoke to everyone. Okay, there's a little hole in the fence here, so I don't know if that will lead anywhere. Looks like It could be a secret little alleyway or something. And we just spoke to some guy on the street here. He's got like a crocodile. But there was a hidden item up north here that I saw. So if we go through this little hole in the fence, we'll be able to get it. And it's another TM, so that's pretty cool. That looks like we've cleared the north side of Lugano West. So I think we should go back down to where we started and explore the rest of Lugano West. And we've still got to go to the art gallery and try help the gallery owner Lorenzo. So let's see what else we can find toward the bottom roads. One thing that I'm super surprised by is how the royal family has so many people working for it. They really have a lot of reach. They're like causing problems in so many cities. And here this guy just gave us 3,000 Pokemoney for nothing. And it looks like we have found the bank here of Lugano City. So that's interesting. Maybe we can put some money in there. And here it looks like we have a little side quest for us to do. He tells us that he lost his wallet, and he thinks he lost it in Lugano North when he went to go take a pee somewhere. So we'll have to look out for his wallet when we explore Lugano North. That will be quite an easy little side quest for us. But here we're exploring the bank. We're trying to find out a bit more information and how everything works. So here the bank teller or the cashier tells us that you can invest money and you'll get 20% interest on your investment for each real day that passes by, which is crazy. That's a lot of money. So if you put in 100,000 Pokemoney and wait a full day, the next day you should have 120,000 Pokemoney. So we're definitely going to try come and invest a whole bunch of money. And I think it is like a little side quest checkpoint to try and invest 100,000 Pokemoney. So I think we should try and sell a few items, maybe sell some log pieces, and come back and see if we can invest 100,000 Pokemoney. I think that's a great idea, because if you put in a whole bunch of money and you just leave it for like a month, you're gonna come back with a ton of money afterwards. 20% a day is quite a lot. You'll double your money every 5 days basically. So it's really cool that they added that into the game. That's the first Pokemon game that I've played that has a banking system, which is quite cool. I love that they've done that. Okay, but now we can continue exploring. There's another little company building here. We're chatting to everyone upstairs. We've just picked up a coffee. And here is the move tutor. So this guy can make you forget and learn new moves. That might come in handy for some of you. And one guy just gave us a heavy ball. So we'll be sure to use that somewhere down the line. And finally, we've made it to the Pokemon Center, so we can heal up our team and maybe swap out some of our Pokemon. I definitely want to try and catch a couple Pokemon and add some new ones to our team. But now I want to fly, because we do have fly now. I want to fly to Goldfinch City and come and sell some logs. I did talk about it in the previous video. But here you can see if you sell 20 pieces of logs, you get 7,000 Pokemoney, which is quite a lot to be fair. But you can also sell smaller amounts. And you can also trade your log pieces for hold items and TMs. So that's why it's definitely worthwhile collecting as many log pieces as you can. You can really accumulate a lot of cash or get all of those cool items and TMs from that man. So hopefully now we have enough money to invest 100k at the bank. But first I think we should come and try and help this guy with his art gallery. And before we go in, security tries to kick us out. And we are battling 3 Pokemon. What on earth is going on? This is a triple battle. I've never seen a triple battle in my life. And we're only using 2 Pokemon. That's not fair. Okay, wow, this is a cool new addition. Triple battle. Was not expecting this. So I've got my Ceruledge and Lucario out. And we're battling Chatot, Mabostive, and Bombardier. Those are all 3 Pokemon that are from the newer gen, I think Gen 9. But I didn't even know you could have a triple battle. I'm all for it. I love it because we're going to get more experience. But it is going to be pretty tough if we can only use 2. But hey, this makes things a bit more interesting and fun. Wow, okay, so I should expect more triple battles in the game, I suppose. Let's get it. Okay, we knocked out 2 of them. It's just Chatot left. And there, we beat all 3 of them. That'll show you. Security guards, don't mess with me. Don't come and tell me what to do. So it looks like they've ran off. And they say they saw some blonde girl earlier, so that must be Ida. And the gallery owner said he wants to come in with us and help teach everyone a lesson. But we tell him to rather stay outside here because he might get in the way and cause more issues. But let's see if we can help him. We'll try defeat all of these royal family grunts and protect all his artwork. And you can even come and view some of the artwork on display. There's Derek, Ida and Torchic. Well, this is pretty cool. There's Angie Stones again. Silvano with his shredded abs and 6-pack. There's Ida, all happy and smiling. Derek when he's angry. Okay. And there's Derek with his Pokemon. So that's a cool little touch that you can actually view the artwork. Now we have battled more royal family grunts and made our way to the next floor. I have battled a couple of the royal family grunts. I've just skipped the battle, otherwise this video is going to be way too long. I don't want to make every video 1 hour for you guys. That will be just painful to watch. So I want to skip some of the less important battles and just keep the main stuff in for you. And also, I don't want to ruin everything. Some of the battles you got to do yourself. You've got to play and enjoy it. But there are more artworks that we have been looking at on the walls. But it looks like we've reached Bianca and Amethyst. So Bianca must be Lorenzo, the gallery owner's daughter. So she's trying to protect her artwork. And this other woman, she must work for the royal family. I believe she's Amethyst. And I think she's super strong, to be honest. So I'm scared if we have to battle her. But it looks like she sent 3 of her guards against us. It was another triple battle, which is really cool. But we defeated all 3 of them and gotten them out the way. And now Amethyst wants to know who we are and why are we here. So we chat to her and we tell her that we're friends with Professor Llama and all of our friends. We're friends with Ida and Derek. And it looks like even King Henry has contacted her. Looks like the king has phoned her. And it turns out that Amethyst is actually the queen of Akebia. So she's married to King Henry. And King Henry says that she should come back to the palace. They're having a lot of problems back there. So he needs her help. So it's pretty interesting. She is actually the queen. So she must be super strong. But luckily it doesn't look like we are going to battle her. She's going to run off and return to the palace to try sort things out there. But I suppose we will definitely battle her down the line. Hopefully we're strong enough and we'll be able to take her on. And our Lucario even pops out of the Pokeball. It can sense that Amethyst has got bad energy and Lucario wants to protect us. So Lucario must have sensed all the power that Queen Amethyst actually has, which is pretty worrying and scary. But it looks like we've saved the day. We've helped Bianca and protect her artwork. The art piece that Amethyst actually wanted to steal is called the Heavenly Flute. So I think this flute might be more than just an art piece. It's the legend of this art piece is believed that if you use the Heavenly Flute, it will call a legendary dragon Pokemon. So I think that's why the royal family might be after it. Maybe it actually can call legendary dragon Pokemon. So I don't know if it's the Aeon Pokemon or if it's Rayquaza possibly. Or maybe it can even call Arceus, the god Pokemon itself. I don't know, but it's pretty suspicious that the royal family are after it. They must know something that we don't. So it's pretty good that we protected that art piece for the gallery owner. But now we've cut to another scene where Rudolfo, Ida and Edward have finally fled Lugano City. If you guys haven't watched the previous video, Edward came and saved them on his legendary beast Pokemon Raikou, and they ran off to a safe area, and here they've just stopped. It seems like Rudolfo has gone off for a walk. He wants to catch up with his Ditto. They both have a lot of stories to tell each other. And Ida is chatting with Edward and trying to find out more about him. And Ida says she's never seen this Pokemon before. And he tells her it's Raikou, the legendary Pokemon. And she's absolutely shocked that he has a legendary Pokemon of his own. And he says he used to be the champion of the Kibia region. And again, Ida is so shocked. She can't believe that he is so strong and powerful. But Edward is really strong. And he said he lost his championship to Bayou, who we also encountered earlier on in the game. So she must be the new champion of Kibia. This is all very useful information. And Ida asks if Bayou is the new champion, then why is that prince still giving the orders? And Edward says no one ever listens to him when he's trying to tell a whole story. And Latios and Latios are happy that they are back together and both safe. That's good news. And now Ida says she wants to go and save Derek. She doesn't care. She'll go by herself and she'll do whatever it takes in order to go get Derek out. And Edward says she's crazy. She's definitely not strong enough. Even with Latios, she's definitely not going to be able to take on the royal family. But Ida is quite stubborn. So Edward says, okay, before you try and do this craziness, rather try and battle me first. If you can't defeat me, then there's no way that you can take on the royal family, which is a good point. We can't defeat Edward, just the person who was the old champion of Akibia. How are we going to defeat the new champion and everyone else in the royal family? So I guess we are going to take on Edward now. Let's see how strong he truly is and see what Pokemon he uses. This is going to be one interesting battle. I'm curious to see what level his Pokemon are. Wow, okay, and his first Pokemon is a level 63 Gallade. So unfortunately, it looks like Ida's Pokemon are not at a high enough level. And Gallade Mega Evolved. So it's Mega Gallade, and it just one-shotted Blaziken, which had a type advantage. So yeah, it looks like Ida does not stand a chance in this battle. We're trying to do everything we can here, but Edward's Pokemon are just way too strong. Our team needs to be like 15 to 20 levels stronger before taking on Edward again for us to even stand a chance. So he's just wiping out Ida's Pokemon here, but this should show Ida that she's definitely not strong and she needs to slow her roll. She can't go and try rescue Derek and take on everyone by herself. It's just going to be a suicide mission. And Ida says, okay, I'm sorry, I realize I'm definitely not strong enough. Edward's one Pokemon just wiped out Ida's whole team. So Edward is strong, definitely don't mess with him or underestimate him. And we didn't even get to see his other Pokemon on his team, so I hope we can battle him somewhere down the line. It would be a fun battle, but we first got a ton of training to do before that point. Edward said he does have a plan though, and that we should all meet at the casino. He's going to put a little team together, so we'll stay tuned and see what's in store. In the next one, we'll try and make our way to the casino and try figure out what this master plan is. Thanks for watching.